A 3-year examination of astronomical alignments found in the buildings of Mesoamerican cities has demonstrated the basis of some pre-Columbian rituals. Archaeologist Francisco Sánchez Nava, of the National Institute of Anthropology and History INAH, together with archaeoastronomer Ivan Spraj, from the Center of Scientific Research of the Slovenian Academy of Sciences and Arts, jointly developed the project The Archaeoastronomical Properties of Architecture and Urbanism in Mesoamerica. Investigating the ancient sites for astronomical alignments through the research, archaeologists are trying to establish archaeoastronomical patterns, to see if these impacted in some way to distribution alignments and placement of pre-Columbian cities and the main structures within Mesoamerica. To date, 150 Maya sites have been investigated in the Gulf of Mexico, the Central Highlands and Oaxaca, with a range of temporal periods from the formative to the late post-classic 500 BCE. 1521 CE. Tikal Temple I image, anti-Tenassean in Flickr, used under a CC by 3.0 based on the results so far obtained. Sánchez Nava said that of the buildings that have had alignment measurements taken, more than 70% are solar in nature and their functionality is undoubtedly based on an east-west direction, with Mesoamericans mainly viewing sunrises and sunsets. Equinox did not fit, although the researchers have no doubt that solstice was important to the people with alignments found in all the archaeological sites studied so far. The same is not true for equinox. Perhaps surprisingly, it seems that equinox alignments are a recent tourist-based fashion, which have no real basis or hard evidence, with the results of the study reinforcing this distinct repeating pattern. Sánchez Nava also explained that they found the patterns of orientation of the buildings built in the majority of archaeological sites of the highlands are shared with most sites of the Maya region, in the lowlands, such as Chichen and Uxmal. However, at many other highland sites such as Tonina and Largatro, there is a distinct and repeating pattern that still remains a mystery. One hypothesis is the construction and alignment of these highland Maya sites are related to the cycles of Venus, but the researchers still lack some vital measurements to prove this theory. Meanwhile, on the north coast of the Yucatan Peninsula, on the fringe of Quintana Roo, Sánchez Nava's project found a further alignment pattern different from the previous two. Apparently, architectural alignments of this region are due to the cycles of the moon. He said. Sánchez Nava explained the importance of astronomy in these archaeological sites is beyond doubt, and that for some years it has been accepted that Mesoamerican cities are not distributed randomly, but by strict and defined guidelines. Alignments, architectural and urban patterns, are all based on a series of observations of the environment as the stars. Little hard evidence, however, he said. The hard evidence was patchy, and this is why our project offers a significant sample size of measurements obtained using a standardized methodology, in different cultural regions and different chronologies, so that the results are comparable. They selected the same type of buildings, tall, palace types or temples, which had recognizable observational function, where the horizons was easily visible. First measurements were taken with a compass, to determine the distribution pattern guidelines, and then with a theodolite for greater accuracy. The research continues. The list of sites that have been studied so far include Tenochtitlan, Katona, Tenayuca, Quiquilco Altiplano, Monte Alban, Mitla, Yagal, Gangola and Coplita Bacana, Montenegro Oaxaca, Comaucalco, Sale, Altujan, Cuiahuitlan, Cutoxco, Castillo de Teogulf, as well as Maya area, Chichianitz, Uxmal, Edson, Cohan-like, Calicmal, Rio Bec, Coba and Tullum in the lowlands region, Toninan Chincoteac, Tenanput, Largatro Highlands, Palenque, Banampake, Yaxilan Jungle, Izapa e Old Church Pacific Coast. Also, it is Tikal, Guatemala lowlands of South,